Hello all, this is Zimnala coming at you with another adventure in Tiny Biomes Cozy Idol. We're gonna be continuing our adventure here with our lovely cow friends as we tear our way through the biomes. I don't actually know how long the game is, but it's actually had 3 hours to its name, so it's still got legs, so that's actually better than quite a few of the ones I've played for lengthwise. We're now hitting for 25,000, so that's pretty crazy. With crits for 50. To be fair, it probably matters for the chest. I don't even know if we were one-shotting the chest up till now. Especially considering it's pretty hard to even know where it is. We can't specifically aim for it. Or at least we're able to get the last radius upgrades and stuff for this weapon tool. And any tool is a weapon if you want it to be. Next time we'll probably be able to get the next speed upgrade too. Oh yeah. I mean, if the upgrades get expensive enough, we'll just make enough on a run to get the next real upgrade, so. So I guess you could say I didn't feel the need to rush it. Looks like the next tool might be coming along before that point. Assuming that there is a next tool, but there probably is. Considering that there's another island, so, and a whole other tree type. Alright, in here we're gonna get the next tool to be available if it is. Blam, maybe it is just maxed out. Alright. Or maybe we have to get the next tree or island going on before it'll let us do it. Alright, well that's one less avenue of upgrade to worry about then. Keep an eye on it in case they sneakily give us an upgrade. Bam. Now we can get that next upgrade. Let's see what's going on with it. Diamond trees. Wow, you unlocked the diamond tree. This is the most valuable tree you will ever see. How does your progress so far make you feel? Feels good. I'm glad to hear that. I just realized something. We are getting very close to the end. Well, now you tell me that. Of course, that does not mean you'll be here forever. Really. I just enjoy watching your progress. Huh. Anyways, I do not know why I became emotional. Do not mind me. Go back to work. Look at you. Rainbow feature. Interesting. This is rainbow circle, not just rainbow feature, but maybe that's what it means. Okay, getting the tree did not unlock the next tool. So we'll keep an eye on that. Well, I like this this background a little better than the last one. I can't tell if the island's actually bigger though. It might have stayed the same size. Maybe it is a little bigger. Most of them happen, so it probably is. I just can't visually tell. Get the diamond bush. Our base damage is 40,000. Yeah, diamond bushes are just, and trees are just really dark green. I do think it's funny how the bushes are just more valuable trees. Like, you would think it would be the other way around. That seems like an odd choice to go with. At least they aren't more durable. Like, the bushes are actually easier to stomp. It would have been kind of cool if each biome upgrade added a new track into the selection. Maybe not like the only track for the biome, but like, you know? Be cool. Or maybe each island that you buy. And we're finding more goodies hiding in the back. This is all rays hiding in the back. And we found some more auto collector stuff. Looks like not more of them, just more damage. That's fine. So clover should be more valuable now. To be honest, it's always been a little hard to tell how valuable they were. But I'm sure they do something. I think they increase the value of things a little bit when you pick them up, but... Well, now the auto collectors should be doing significantly more. They mean they probably were having trouble keeping up with what was going on, so this is probably like necessary for them to actually be useful around this time. Not that they weren't useful, but they weren't actually clearing the current trees very well. There we go, that was like a 3 billion increase. We're chewing our way through the content. More bushes. I'll be in the next area pretty soon. So these last few upgrades for this should really be multiplying the value of the new trees. See, now we're actually collecting nearly as many of them as every other one. So now we can actually afford to get that rainbow feature. You managed to unlock the final skill. No matter what, I want to thank you for reaching this level. You can continue working and enjoying the final level. Or you can come with me and chat for a while. What do you say? I'll chat, why not? Good, then let us go to my home. Last time we came here, I did not really have the chance to show you around. Actually, there's not much to show. This is a very modest home. Anyway, let's not stay outside, let's go in. I'll prepare some coffee. Sit however you like. I'll make the coffee and come back soon. I hope I did not keep you waiting. Here's your coffee. Honestly, I wanted to thank you personally. What you did for the company is very valuable. Thanks to you, we can say I no longer have to worry about being fired. So what can I give you in return? Is it enough that you are doing well? What? Thank you, I guess. I don't know why you're so kind to me, but thank you. Still, I have another surprise gift prepared for you. If you complete the entire skill tree, I will give you this reward. For now, it will remain a secret, of course. Here's all, and take more of your time. You still have work to finish. Good work. See ya. Well, there we go. This should have unlocked... Well, okay, so there's another skill behind it. Alright. Well, we're not quite there yet. Oh, baby. To be honest, I've got no idea what that does for us. I think it was just constant crits though. Maybe it's like 100% crit chance. Maybe it's a value increase. Hmm. I don't see any regular hits though. That's what I'm guessing it by. It says increase the rainbow damage. Maybe it's a rainbow boost. Well, I suspect we get more out of leveling up the value of things anyway. Also, maybe it's actually attacking faster. Maybe it is like a 50% increase, because that looks like that was attacking faster. Actually, if it attacks faster, that's pretty valuable, actually. Oh yeah, that was like nearly a doubling of our value. We maxed out the value of the diamond stuff. So all the upgrades left are behind the rainbow stuff. Now we're getting nearly twice as many diamonds as anything else. So I think there was a lot more upgrades for the diamond trees than there were for any previous trees. It seemed like it had 7 levels. So we're gonna raise our damage. Rainbow hit speed, well that's good. You hiding the rays behind this? Alright. I'll say that's attacking faster. I can just hear the difference. to chop trees anyway. Pretty sure when I saw a lumberjacking tutorial, it was exactly like this. That was a pretty good increase in value too. Yeah, we should max out the value of this. I see, the clovers actually hide power-ups coming down. Tricksy. But we are tearing our way to the upgrades. Well, the base of this thing goes pretty far, actually. Every time I think that we're at the end of the upgrades, just there's more upgrade behind it. I guess it's quality. There's still ways to improve. I guess we could increase how much the value of the aminals are, but you know. Maybe I'll do that after we increase the value of the clovers more. Oh, there we go. Now we can buy the stuff here. Such pig. At least there's two different kinds. So they give us manure, but beautiful. I guess that would be useful for a farm. I think like we have 0% chance of seeing what their treasure chest looks like. I don't know about you, but I can barely see any of them. We'll try to see if it's like in a gap at the very bottom at some point. I like how the pigs are going to be much less expensive to max than even the cows are. I think they might have mixed their numbers up a little bit there. For at least the cow's value. For an increasing amount. That's okay. Maybe they reversed that in the pigs. Because I did note that last time, is that the cost seemed really high for previous tiers. We're coming up to the last few upgrades on the tree, unless something appears at the very end. There we go. You finally finished it. Well, I guess we did it. I want to give you the reward I prepared. You want the reward directly, or should we talk first? Let's talk. And let's go to my home. I do not want to start with the sad talk, but reaching the end makes me a little sad. Tragic. Will I see you again? I do not know when, but yes? You're right, because I really want that. Anyways, I am sorry for lowering the mood. You're probably curious about your reward. Your reward is the special techniques I developed when working here. Oh, baby. I worked a lot on them, but I believe you deserve these skills. Return to the skill tree and buy these abilities. Thank you very much for everything. Till we meet again, see you. Oh, baby, show me your mad skills. Ray count. 100 billion. Ray count. They are the same thing. Those are your skills. These two ray count increases. No, wait a second. One is for my weapon and one is for the ray itself. Like, it's really hard to tell what it says because this one is only like a point. It's actually a negative 0.1. What? I don't actually tell me. No, it is telling me. But, you know, we'll get him. Even though it makes it very unclear on what it gives me. We also haven't gotten the last achievement anyway, so we have a little bit more to go of this adventure. We should be approaching it though. So maybe it was a little bit tighter of an adventure than I thought. But it won't take too long to afford all the last bits. They aren't that expensive. I guess the kitty cat didn't want to be too personal with us. Nothing personnel, kid. Pig's box will remain a mystery for all of time because I think we have a 0% chance of really seeing it. I'm trying to clear all the area in the middle and hope that it just spawns at the bottom and that we get a chance to see it. Yeah. box, by the way. So I see the goat box at the bottom. I mean, I guess we'll eventually get lucky and see it one of these times, maybe. It's not this crystal one, that's the cow one. This one is the sheep one. The goat one. Nah, they're sheep. Yeah, all the upgrades are more than what we got. See it going at the bottom. Let's get the last upgrade for the goat, for the little piggies, so we can collect our rewards. Next one will let us buy the last of the upgrades, I believe. One of the last upgrades. Yeah, I still can't tell what the clover has actually done for us. It doesn't seem like much. Let's get this one, see if it changes our pickaxe, our tool, because it kind of looks like it might. It does look like it's constantly doing explosions around us now, so maybe that's just what's changed. Well, that's likely to increase our damage a little bit, that's for sure. Oh, there it is. I think it's this. This is the pink one. There we go. It's just a pink chest. We finally got a chance to see it. Alright. One more round and we'll be able to afford the very last skill. Then we'll have a little bit left to clear out until we get the last achievement. Then and we will have full cleared this little indie game. Looking like it's around a 4-hour game, maybe with a little bit of change. We're close enough to the end that I'll play it out in this last session, even if it runs a little bit long. Shouldn't take too much longer. I mean, things have been accelerating the whole time, and we won't have to leave to do anything anymore, so. All trees all the time. See if we can notice a difference with that one. Well, maybe just a little bit. It says ray count, like the tooltip on it's not very good. But I mean, I will say this will make it easier to chop trees, I dare say. What do you guys think? That let us chop twice as many trees as before. I mean, well, if it was more obvious that I did this, then I would have gotten that upgrade a little earlier, but, you know, it's okay. It's not like it looks like it's sped or anything up, because we still would have had to be stuck here anyway. For a little bit. Got about like so we're at 700,000. If you're wondering, like it does have like a countdown. I was kind of looking to see if there was one while we were doing this. All right. See if I can get a counting on how much a run gives us. I can kind of guesstimate how long it'll take us. So now we're at 710,000. Let's do a run and see how much that increases. I'll say the game has pretty good reasonable lengths for its runs. I think 40 seconds is a good top timeout, you know? For this kind of a rinse and repeat adventure. You get in, you get your hands dirty, and then you get out. Alright, let's check it out. Looks like about 20,000, so we got, yeah, like About another 13 rounds. That's not too much. That's like another 10 minutes or so. You've already thrown 4 hours at it. Might as well give it another 10 minutes, right? We could talk about how we feel about it. So I did like the presentation of the game. As I mentioned during my playthrough, I kind of wished it had a little bit more variety of music as it went along. It's got a nice variety in the types of drops that it gives you, but like each one that's from before is almost irrelevant at this point, which I think they gathered because you get less and less of them as time goes on. I do kind of wish that they had enabled you to pick which backgrounds you got to see as you unlock them. That would have been kind of cool. I think that maybe the animal pens were a little zoomed in. Like it could have been a little bit more of an expansive thing. I think it's weird that the animals were always like mostly laying down constantly. They only had legs when they were walking to a new location. I'm a little surprised there wasn't like an auto collect mechanic that you can unlock for them for money after you max out an animal. Like you should have been able to do that. Because like there's not much value in me scrolling screens back to get it, even though I ended up doing that. A little bit OCD, so. But there wasn't really much value in me personally doing it, so. Or maybe make it an upgrade that happens with using the things as currency. Like when you get like X amount of this, you can spend all those to get an auto collect, you know? So that would require you to upgrade that animal enough to get that many. But yeah, the game is currently on sale as of when I started recording this, so it should be on sale for a little bit longer, so if you ended up liking what you saw, this is probably a pretty reasonable adventure. For me, it was like $2 and change. It was part of a bundle with another one of these styles of games. I think it was, of course, the Astro Miner game. That thing's had so many bundles that it's been part of that honestly it saved me like several dollars by now. More than the value of the game itself through other games that I bought. So that may have been the best of these types of games that I bought just for the value of money, you know? It's definitely a genre that I appreciate even when it's only kind of average. This one I wouldn't say especially stood out, but at least the presentation did something a little different. Even though there were some aspects that could have perhaps been expanded upon a fair bit in my estimation. It's still very serviceable for what it did. And I could see some people thinking that this dragged on a little bit. It kind of was very samey, I could see that. But it also was relaxing. Oh, I didn't actually mean to leave, but you know, there we go. We left. We went back in. But yeah, we probably have about another like 6 or 7 minutes of this. looks like it takes about 230 to 240-ish in-game sessions to max out. If you want like a count of it. It doesn't really have like an in-game like statistics screen that I could find, so I kind of don't think it exists. I guess that's another thing it could have used, was just like this is how much damage you do, this is like your critical chance screen, like just a statistics one for like statistics nerds. I mean, some people don't care, but some people do find it fun to look at. I mean, you're able to figure some of that out through empirical evidence. Seems like a pretty easy and simple thing, because the game obviously keeps track of these values anyway. It definitely keeps track of how many trees you've destroyed. It probably even potentially keeps track of like all the different types of each thing you kill. But it's hard to know. Like how detailed they made it internally. Should be closing in on it pretty shortly. I don't think there's going to be an in-game pop-up. I think I'm just going to have to tell you when it happens. There we go. We just got our 1 millionth tree. Chop it down. That wasn't too shabby. It's actually right about on time for how long I do these sessions. There we go. That's all of our piggies. This is all of our cows. Here's all of our goats. Here's all of our sheepies. And here's our chicks. Zoom into the skill tree, and we'll go from top to bottom. It kind of is shaped like a tree, but also it's got like these weird dangly bits and like this weird like thing right here, so if they were going for a particular shape, they kind of got it, but kind of didn't. But yeah. Thank you everyone for watching. I will catch y'all in the next adventure. Y'all take care now. Bye-bye now.